Yeah, guys. Too many wires. I gotta stop with the wires. What the hell? I don't know. I feel like I'm on something. I must be. Rocking to one side. Alexa, turn off light 4.
Okay.
Oh! All right, let's try that again with a microphone this time. Hello, everybody, and welcome to MIGHTYOX Trading. Still don't know what happened with that big pop. Jumped on early, didn't unmute the mic. And I still don't know what caused that huge pop. How you doing, everybody? Got to figure out why I shouldn't have a mic on the intro, and all of a sudden I do. So I need to figure that one out. Morning, Mr. G. How's it going? It's been beautiful. G's been in the 70s and going down to the 50s at night to the point that my air conditioner shut off for the first time in 2 weeks. It got down to it's 60 degrees right now. Got down to like 55 last night. It's supposed to start getting warmer again on Sunday though. 89 Sunday, 93 Monday. So it's the heat's coming back.
Connection lost.
I mean, it's very possible, Nathan, but you need to, before you make that decision, you need to have like 6 months to 1 year of expenses in a bank account, because once you make that decision, your psychology changes and you can find that your trading results change because of it. So most people would recommend having 6 months to a year worth of expenses in a bank account before you make that step. But we have people here that are full-time traders. Everyone check out Mr. G's YouTube channel. He has some great information there. He just posted the link.
Connection lost. Connection lost. Connection lost.
You're welcome. Yep, that's why I've always tried to be upfront about my trading struggles and all that, and struggle to become consistent. Consistent is real, and it's hard. Are you a consistently profitable trader, Nathan? Interesting place here. Oh, yeah, I'm still getting a 15-minute chart. Oops. There we go. What happened to the PS5, Crypt? Be hard to watch your kid while being in the army too, there, Crypt. You need to find something else besides trading that you enjoy, that you can do from home, and then set it up where you're only taking one or two trades a day because you're doing this other thing, and Morning, Ron. How are you? I'm doing all right. Pulls back there, missed it. Remind me what the activation is. I mean, I don't remember what the activation is. Oh, then yeah, I mean it's probably a good yeah, it's a good deal. $59 all in is cheap. Then intraday drawdown, of course, but yeah, it's a great deal. I'm just wondering why they're bringing back all these, the legacies. I'm wondering if the new plans did not sell well that they keep bringing back the legacy. John Skelton stopped talking to me for some reason, so I don't have any inside information anymore. Yeah, Crypticon, let's not do that, man. Come on, you can find a new purpose, my friend. You can find something that's going to keep your interest and get you going. Like you know, no, I was not. I mean, he still sends a message every now and then, but we used to talk at least weekly, if not daily. I'm not gonna say great things about Apex just to stay in favor either. They're not one of my top firms in terms of commission. So it's a nice move down here. Ooh, okay, then we just pop up. We have Canadian CPI coming up in a few minutes. Then at 15 minutes after the bell, we have PMI splashing us. Oh, and Wow, whoosh. ATR is sitting at 16, so we're kind of busy this morning. Oh, wow, look at that. Right back up. Trying to see if that was on news. Explosion heard in Saudi Arabia. That's why that quick drop. Hey, Jake. Just trying to pop back up now. See you, Crypt. Have a great weekend. Honestly, say I don't know where this wants to go right now. And down is where it wants to go. I was thinking that, but didn't play on it. Bounced off the 9 on the 5. Bouncing 9 to 5. What a way to make some trading. Nice little bounce, little bounce, little bounce. What a mighty fine bounce. Morning, John. How are you? Nice move down. Hey, SK, good to see you. I'm doing all right, John. Thank you. Wow, quick move down here. That 5 minute candle is 43 points. News sources report that an explosion was heard in Saudi Arabia as a result of a drone strike on a logistics depot belonging to the United States. Oh, awesome. John? A week or so ago, this year's top Series 2, Kevin McGonigal was a super short print. They do that for Series 2. They put in 3 or 4 rookies for the year that are super short printed, and I pulled that card. Back up to the 9 on the 5 and rejects. Good question. Must be spelling his name wrong. It's going for about $30. My number one's Tradeify with my funded futures, like probably tied for number one. Goose, it's number 3. Take Profit Traders, number 4. Good morning, Hassan. How are you? Coming back down. Ouch, John. It's unusual for you to lose two accounts like that. Comes down to the 100 EMA on the 5, kind of bounces there. You're about ready to hear me smack myself because I'm going to kill a fly. Ouch. Still dripping down. Dang this one fly. It's gotta die. What happened with your trying to buy TPT, John? Oh, I didn't realize they sent you to KYC right away now. Lucid's doing that now too, so that's probably going to become a thing in the industry.
Order filled.
Trying along here.
Stop filled.
And that didn't work. So like Pauly Shore and no. Still falling? Guys like Rob Schneider ruining it for all of us. I'm abusing myself trying to kill a couple of flies. Potential pop here.
Order filled.
We'll try it again. Nope.
Order filled.
Let's try it again. If it's that 9, it spits away. About 9 minutes till the top of the hour. Heading down towards 600. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. How are you today?
Oh, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Ninja's a little slow, but I believe it is up and running now. So should be a good Friday, hopefully. Anything crazy this morning? Looks a little flatter than maybe some other days.
News out of the Middle East started sending the market downward.
I see.
Explosion in Saudi Arabia, supposedly on a depot that belongs to the United States.
Okay. Well, I could see how that would do some movement, I guess.
Just broke 28,600 to the downside. Yeah, we dropped 100 points in the last 30 minutes. But it's actually done so in a very slow fashion. When we had the first burst down, our ATR was up about 17. It's dropped all the way down to 10 now.
Wow.
Do have news after the bell today. 15 minutes after the bell, we get flashed by the PMIs.
Flashing on a Friday is never bad. I will say for a week that's a little bit, I mean, it was a little quieter on the news front, scheduled news anyway. We still had quite an eventful week, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. Kind of a reminder of yesterday right now. Every early morning, every time it tries to pop up a little bit, it gets smacked right back down here.
Yeah.
It's at the top of the hour. Top of the hour pop there, but gets beaten right back down again. Everyone, if you missed it, up on MIGHTYOX Rips. Melody's second video went up last night or yesterday afternoon. Basketball and football product. She pulled their first auto. Should all check that out.
Fun times.
Your screen's not up, Melody.
What a day for my brain.
Pop.
Order filled.
Just trying to move up here, but struggling. And long from 596. Let's see if we can get up to the 9 a.m. and the 5, which is sitting about 620. But I'll watch the 1 minute to see if it gives me an indication that I should abandon ship sooner. Yeah. I got a still green candle that doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies. Let's try it now. Right back down again.
Order filled.
Jumped out. Morning, Ace. How are you? Nothing positive right now from the market.
Order filled.
I'm doing all right, Ace. Market's not doing okay, but I am.
Well, I'm still waking up myself, but the market better wake up soon. And it will, hopefully at the open, but it's a little bit slower, just this pre-market than, of course, yesterday's pre-market was kind of crazy, I thought.
It was. We had the news catalyst yesterday.
Very true.
You know what market I bet is always awake?
Target filled.
Coffee. There we go. There's moving on up. Try to get back to 600. Because I got a lot of work to do. Not sure if it's going to be with Claude or without, but a little bit of a study of the 15-minute chart shows that my little non-shaded area trades work extremely well on the 15-minute and almost always give at least 100 points. Now, not always, but the majority of the trades will give at least 100 points.
That's pretty good stat.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll look that up for you, Ace. Yeah, it gives anywhere between 2 to 6 trades a day, but there are some days it might give 0.
Sure. Is it is that something you could automate?
I don't know because I don't even know how to ask Claude to look at it because it's instead of looking at um, an actual, where the indicator's firing, it needs to look at where the indicator's not firing because non-shaded
Ah,
areas mean there's no indicator firing there. It's not giving me anything, so I'm
sure.
not sure.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I think that's a really cool idea to pursue for sure. Only thing I think of is holding the trades for that long will be
Yeah,
painful.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna need to. I think I'll need to put it on certain accounts, and then as long as I'm making sure it's taking my scalp type trades on other accounts that
Sure.
I don't accidentally hedge. So, but Ace, according to Google, building unofficial rock cairns on public land is genuinely illegal or prohibited, as managers and agencies like the National Park Service view moving natural objects and altering landscapes as a form of resource damage or vandalism.
Hmm.
Knock them down, Ace. Knock them down. Then let the Coyotes know about it. Ooh, there's a pop. Yeah, I may start that 15-minute test on Top Step. I think that might make the most sense. That way I'm not trying to manage different trading styles on NinjaTrader.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oops. Why did y'all tell me I had a NinjaTrader thing here sitting here all this time? Well,
Hmm.
so look at the 15-minute chart from yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. And then the 15-minute chart also works with my reds and blues. So, um, like right here, this would have been a beautiful one right here. Or led to this. Uh, here was a purple right after non-shaded that led to that move down. This one, the green wouldn't have worked, but the purple would have. And we have this really tiny little candle here that would have led to this whole move down. Let's see real quick, prior day. And this is where I do this is what I kind of need to figure out though. Right here, we had this beautiful area non-shading. Get this blue candle, that one did not work. Then the second one worked. And you can see the second one that was like 200 points. Then this red one worked back down. The blue worked for back up for the bounce. And this one did work, even though it looks like it didn't, but it wouldn't have stopped out if I put the stop at the very top of the wick, and it led to the move down. So it looks like it works often, and I mean, even if I would have taken this one, gotten stopped out, I would have got it all back plus more once I re-entered on the next blue candle.
That's the big thing, is like the RR is quite generous.
Yeah.
On this. You're risking, I mean, you're not having to risk quite as much compared to what you're going to get.
Right. Now, I mean, it can be a little hairy because you might be doing 100-point stop.
Yep, exactly.
Well, wait a minute, Ace. You can't look up something on your phone, but you can look at the phone as I'm explaining the 15-minute chart thingy. You're going to twist both your ankles. That's a good point, though. I got to check to see whether it would work on ES and other things as well. And the other nice thing about a 15-minute chart is that because it only would give, a few trades a day, I could go back the last 6 weeks manually, and it wouldn't take that long to backtest.
That's true.
Yeah, before possible. I mean, 100 points would be rare. Ace, it would be very rare. Looking more at 40 to 50 point normally, but for 100 to 200 point game, assuming that they could hold that long, I would literally just have to. The other thing is, I'll need to set some sort of constant alarm that reminds me to check the 15-minute chart every 15 minutes, like 2 minutes before the candle closes. Coming back down here. But I mean, which is less stressful, getting one 100-point trade or constantly fighting to get, 10-point trades or 5 20-point trades, and figuring you're going to get stopped out in a couple of those. So you really need like 7 successful 20-point trades out of like, say, 10 or whatever. And theoretically, you could not have to be staring at the chart all the time. You can be doing other stuff as long as you remember to check in every 15 minutes.
That's the catch. But no, that's it's that give and take for sure, where it's nice, but also has its own struggles. I would definitely have to do alarms.
Yeah. Set something on my phone to go off every 15 minutes or something.
Order filled.
Took the long off that blue candle. Already hating it. Hey, Jay. So guys, I'm thinking of doing my next overnight London to New York stream.
Target filled.
Whoa. All right. Oh, the 5 minute algo just got me a nice win. 5 minute till algo. There we go. Anyway, thinking about doing my next overnight stream in 2 weeks. August 7th. That's a non-farm payroll day. London to Asia. I mean, yeah. No, London to Asia would be going backwards. London to New York. No JJR yet this morning. Rejects off the 5 minute, 9 minute on 9 EMA on the 5 minute. Yeah, just stumbling over everything today. It comes back down. Oh, there's JJR. Wow. It's a big move down all of a sudden. 31 points.
Quite the drop before the bell.
Yeah, it is. Oops, I forgot the 2-minute warning. Hey, Skeletor. Good to see you. Going toward 500 to the downside here real quick. Down to 504. Still not the low of the day. The low of the day is, I forget, it is 465, so we're not far off. Ooh, bounced off 500 kind of violently.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Quick rejection of the long trade I took.
Me too. Whereas I also got in really late. Right back up then. Damn. We both got stopped out and then comes right back up.
Mine actually did stay in it.
Oh, good.
It went so close to my stop.
Oh, good, 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 good. Well, it was my own fault for getting in really, really late. I jumped in. It's too late. Oh, we're gonna go now. So we dropped 40 points right at the open, and now we're up 45. So a total of 85-point turnaround there. all the way back and now above the 9 on the 5. Just broke 600 to the upside. So 100-point bounce. And still going. I just could grab that trade and I didn't. And right back down. Remember, we have news coming up in 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes now. Wow. All right, we're on a roller coaster ride.
Pretty aggressive today. Checked it back down. I almost feel like now at this point it wants to sweep that low of the overnight. 465. It's constant Yeah, I think
rejection back down. Sorry.
I was just totally agreeing. I think that's where it's headed.
It's struggling to break 500. Other possible advantage of using a higher time frame chart like the 15-minute, there's no last second decision. Like I missed that last trade that I got in late, ended up getting stopped out, was because the candle gave me the signal at the very like 2 seconds till it gave me the signal. And then I just missed another one on the way back down because, again, it was about 2 seconds before the candle closed that it decided that it was a signal. So that's not going to happen on a 15-minute chart. You're pretty much going to know, so a few minutes before that it's the signal I'm looking for. Broke 500. Can it continue down now? Also this weekend, guys, if you check out the baseball channel, Topps Chrome has released. The open, I opened one hobby box already. That was that went up on Thursday, and blasters and jumbo hobby coming up this weekend. We did sweep the lows, didn't we? It's kind of zoning out there. Yeah, we did make a new low at that 458. Zoned out for a second. See if we bounce here. Did and I didn't take it. And that was a perfect example. It ended up being a slightly green candle at the very last second, and then shoots up 20 points. Said it didn't really get a sustained move up yet. Back down hard. Maybe a bounce attempt here.
Order filled.
Hey USC, that's a notification that I have going off. I'll get that turned off here in a minute.
Stop filled.
Tries again. Pop. Hey, that's a 40 point. Oh, 40-point pop. Yeah, news really didn't do much. I think we totally forgot about it. Brought it down a little bit, but zoning out
Man, I
there.
spaced it too. Same. I don't know what it is. Friday, long week. It hasn't even been a long week. It's weird.
Order filled.
This isn't going to go well. Ouch. Probably all the way
Stub
back down.
filled.
I don't believe that. Wow. Wow. And we're about ready to break 400 to the downside.
This is honestly where I could see the bottom just dropping out and we could dump. Not saying it's going to, but this is where I could see that happening.
Oh, we're down 110 points on this 5-minute candle. Not seeing news either. Nothing's popped. There's now 141 points here. $163 points now. Still nothing popping on news. Is this the bottom? Down to 313.5. I'm not even seeing anything from Trump. I'm confused of why we just dropped randomly there. I mean, I could have expected if it was right on news or right at the open, but there's nothing popping.
And it's not like the news did anything either. I mean, this
Right.
isn't a reaction.
Order filled. Order filled.
Got the long there for 26 points. Where do you see that? I mean, if that, I mean, that would make sense, Jay. But I don't see a news. I mean, there's nothing on financial news. Do you see that somewhere, Jay? No, back down. Back down to 304. And now we try popping again. Oh, yeah, I believe that's what started to move down like earlier. Wow. Okay, so now we're just gonna just blow back up for no reason.
So what if new home sales happen to beat by like 10x, I guess? 100x? I don't even know. Forecast was 610,000 and the actual is 628 million. So it's a big bump.
Wow.
But new home sales doesn't usually move
Yeah.
the market a ton or anything. It did flip, so we have more. We were trending down and now we're flipped back to positive, so weird price action.
Can't get any positive momentum here. Comes beats right back down. Trying again. The blue candle.
Order filled.
That was another 34 point.
Stop filled.
Nope, stop that again.
Order filled.
Back above 28,400. ATR is up to 38.
Target filled.
There we go. There's a 34-point win on 2 contracts.
Nice.
I will say on that prior one, if I put my stop at where I tell myself to put my stop, it wouldn't have stopped out. It should have been all the way down the bottom of that blue candle, but I kept it at 25 points instead, and said I would not have gotten stopped out on that prior one if I had followed my rules. We are up 80 points on this 5-minute candle. And we'll get to test this 15-minute theory because we'll see how it's still got 5 minutes on it. Right now, it's setting up to be a trigger candle. Hits the 9 on the 5 and rejects down. down. I'm gonna then I'm gonna try to move back up here, like so.
Order filled.
Carrying along. So we can break the 9 on the 5. Ooh, whoosh. Yeah.
Order filled.
Took it off there for 23 points. Tried to hold it to see if it would break through the 9 and go higher. Couldn't. All right, guys. I did talk to Teo yesterday, so we got proof of life. He's just busy this week. Told him we were
That's
ready to send a Saint Bernard with a pineapple around its neck to search for him. So it did reject the 9 and rejected it hard. Correct. He hasn't been here all well. I think pretty sure he's here Tuesday. Down to 3:30. back down 104 points on this 5-minute candle. Another new low a day as it breaks 300 for a quick second down to 299, tries to bounce. All right, give me a minute, Ace. Are you listening or are you watching? Because it kind of requires a be able to see the chart.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Good job, Ace. All right, so the 15-minute chart, there really hasn't been a setup today. As a matter of fact, the one potential setup was right there, and that would have failed. But so let's go back to Monday. I think Monday had a good one. That's some good ones. So, like, I'm just looking for the extremes and non either the my color candles in non-shaded areas or extreme reversals. So like right here, this has been a good one into the open, 134 points. Right here, this red candle here in the non-shaded area would have been good. Next candle is 80 points, and you can see it went like 150. This one right after the non-shaded area was a nice move for 36. And then you're just following the purples, like here's a purple down below the 9. So that's that would have been another 88 points. Here's a nice blue in the non-shaded area. Either one of these blues would have worked. One with a smaller risk, or this one here would have been a 51-point stop, but would have got 51 points. And now it's in an evening. But he works in the evening too, but it could be a little bit more choppier. Not that trade stopping me again. I did not put my stop where I needed to, and it stopped me out and went. Gotta stop that. Here, this beautiful purple candle in the non-shaded area comes down 950. Where I would have got out on that candle there, so 796. So that's 150 points. Here's the one in the non-shaded area. Next candle is down 100 points. The blue back up for 150 points. This blue candle up for 126. The purple there led to the move down, whoosh, for like 200 points. Here, now this is overnight, but still works there. Blue candle, non-shaded area, up. This little green candle in the non-shaded area. Nice win there for 58. Blue candle here in the non-shaded area, 60. The trigger is just a reversal candle in the non-shaded areas. Or a blue or purple that's like the purple touching the 9 below the 9. So like this one, or blue touching the 9 above the 9. Let's say I had taken this blue candle here. Well, let's just say I had taken this one here, this red candle, which was a reversal candle because we were going up. Then we got the reversal candle in the non-shaded area. Took the short. The stop would have been the top of the candle. So let's see. That would have been 825 to 896. So that would have been about a 71-point stop. But then the move, if I held it, would have been at least 100 points just on that candle. Could have been up to 150. Then if I got it on this blue candle here to go back up, stop would have been about 70 points. But we go from entry of 753 potentially, right? I mean, just going up through these two candles with 200 points. I used the 9, but for the reversals, I mean, I don't necessarily. The reversals are, I'm looking for nice distance from the 9 usually. So yeah, like here, this purple here is within the move down, and you can see how well that moved down. And even here, this green one here in this non-shaded area, it worked and it did. It did get back up to the 9 EMA. So that would have still been about a 50-point trade. And when it looks like it's still going to trend downward, like we can see there's still room in the RSI to come down, uh, it's good to just target the 9. So that would be a good one. Here, red in the non-shaded area moved down like 30, but we were moving up on the RSI. So targeting the 9 gets us at 30 points, gets us out, and then we take the blue candle back up. And look at this one, the beautiful red candle, big old wick in the non-shaded area, and next candle's 48 points. And if you were brave enough to hold this whole move, and I probably would have actually got stopped out because I'll probably move my stop candle to candle. But if you didn't move your stop, you could have got about 150 points. Like this one right here, beautiful. Purple in the non-shaded area. Entry 897, and it drops all the way down to, wait, that can't be right. 897. Yeah, okay, that's right. Down to 768. It's a similar to what I'm trying to do in the 1 minute, but I'm often not fast enough to catch the moves. You can see here how here I had this red candle, this non-shaded area, and it came down. It's still trying to come down. It came, but the initial thing came down almost 30 points. This green candle here in the non-shaded area led to this nice move up. So, I mean, I'm trying to do the same thing on the 1, but I don't, sometimes the move presents itself in the last 1 to 2 seconds, and so I don't react fast enough. Whereas that's not really an issue on the 15-minute chart. Blue candle, big candle, 26. I mean, not huge.
Order filled.
See if we can break the 9 on the 5 here, which is at 410-ish. It's not 10, it's 10-ish. Yeah, I will. That's that's the goal. I mean, I'm gonna do a lot of testing this weekend. Oh nope, it rejected the 9. I should have been greedy. Should have been greedy. The second time when it gave me a break even stop out. Dang,
Stop filled.
not a good day. See right there, I didn't react to that one either. Look at that little red candle there in the non-shaded area, and then boom. See, I could have taken that for 40 freaking points.
That is something where then I hope that the 15-minute would help. And then still, I'm confident we could get this automated somehow. I have ideas, but that's what you would need for the 1 minute, I feel like, because it is just so quick.
Yeah. See, and I mean, I the problem with automation, I could use it on my personal account, and I could use it on a well, I probably could get away with it on Apex, but and there's like a few others, but like TPT, I can't use it on. So it's like I've been
You're right.
not as big into trying to figure out automation as these companies have started trying to clamp down on it.
That's true. Yeah, I'm running into that too. I see. Um, yeah, it's tough. Other than, I mean, alerts, obviously audible alerts that you still maybe use your Stream Deck or something, hotkeys,
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, I definitely can. I mean, it definitely looks like you're onto something for sure with pretty consistent results.
But then again, I also need to follow the rules. I can't be afraid to use those big stops because, like here, I mean, this is I've twice now I've been stopped out today, where if I put my stop at the bottom of the trigger candle instead of just keeping it at 25 points that the ATM has, I would have had a win instead of a loss.
Right.
Market's trying to come back down. While I have a minute, I'll go check out something. I want to see whether this works on other assets as well. See, let's look at a YM chart. If I bring up a YM chart, it'll summon RJ back. Quick glance through this week. It looks like yes for YM. Strike gold. Because that's the other thing about a 15-minute chart. You're only getting 2 to 6 trades a day. Not only is that not maybe not entertaining for a stream, but I get bored too. Gold looks okay, not as promising. I also didn't realize gold was all the way down to 4,000. I haven't looked at it in a while. Yeah, there's a nice one of gold. Yeah, I would have to test it out. It looks like there's promise for gold too. It's a bit crude. Blue candle.
Order filled.
It's 90 and they're injections. It's terrible. Absolutely, Ace. Have yourself a great weekend.
Stub filled.
With like 300 with authority. So let's look quickly here. This is crude today. The 15-minute, two signals based on this idea. Right here is a green candle, and it shoots up 62 ticks on the next candle, and followed by 46. So you could have got 100 ticks, and then after that, we get this one right here that's red, also in the non-shaded area, and that only would have required a 12-tick stop based on the criteria. I'm going to put it above this one here since it's a little bit, so 16 tick. And the next candle, you go down as much as 70 ticks. And overall, the full move's over 100 ticks.
That's a nice looking one.
Look at here. This is last night on crude. Look at the nice blue candle. This one goes 64 to a potential. Obviously, you're not going to get the whole move, but the potential 64 to 40, so 80 ticks. And then look at this beautiful purple right here. And look how far that falls from there. 9207. It just kept falling most of the night, but you could have easily put a 100 tick target on that and gotten it. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about this now.
Nice.
But does it work on lean hogs? That's the question. I'll post the link up. Give me a minute. There we go. There's the link. So I don't know about lean hogs because its chart's all wonky. They must have one how either something major happened in the hog market, or they had one hell of a contract roll. Because when it closed on Tuesday, it closed at 101.650, and it opened on Wednesday at 88,575. That's a 13-point difference. About 45 minutes until London closes. Okay, the pop there. Missed the entry on that one. Decided not to chase it. And it's good I didn't chase it anyway, because that just crashed right back there. Ah, okay. That's the most positive we've seen the market here in quite a while. Thank you, Ron. Well, I'm not sure if you're checking the chat, but Ron liked your video.
Oh, thank you.
Get you some more product to rip.
That is the key. It's really fun though. I think it's fun that we can as a community kind of enjoy multiple things too. I think it's fun to share interests and stuff like that outside of even just the one thing that you connect on.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Hey, MR. Yeah, we connect on our love for pineapples too. And don't mistake that for the potential love that an upside pineapple could bring. Where you been, Hassan? So you weren't listening close enough because I've been calling out numbers. No, I'm just kidding with you, Hassan. Nice, JJR. Very nice. Now, this is quite the bounce. 254 was so low, so we've bounced 150 points. This is where that whole 15-minute idea could get hairy, because right now I'm looking at the 15-minute chart, and it's giving me a blue candle in a non-shaded area, which means this will be an entry, and this would be a 125 point stop. Now, I guess the other thing to study is how often does it retreat X amount of points and then goes, whereas would a 50-point stop be enough, or even a 75 versus.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
I did technically get a signal 3 candles ago that wouldn't have worked, that would have stopped out for like 100 points. Because there's also Jay, I haven't really looked at the orbs lately. It wasn't really giving me anything I was really using, so I stopped. I guess, there's a thought that, if it stops out 50 points and then comes back, you can re-enter at where you entered the first time. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Got to look at that too.
Yeah.
Look at this go. Okay. See, there's no way I would use 150 points. 167 points. This 5-minute candle is now up 165 points. What a bounce. What a bounce, what a bounce, what a bounce. Let me see if there's news on that. Okay, I mentioned this is why it bounced, even though it didn't really light up in red. The fact that Netanyahu is coming to Washington next week could signal that no significant escalation would take place before then. I am very red on the day, MR. Mel, MR wants to know if you're green on the day.
I am slightly red. I'd add them all up. Slightly red overall. I've got the bot I've been working with is red on the day. It did do really well earlier this morning though. So I'm still playing with turning it on and off, and I was just not paying attention to it earlier, but there was some time earlier that I could have turned it off. I could kind of tell that it was choppy. So that's where that's at. And then I'm actually messing around with another new little automation thing, which is actually just the same automation, but I did some testing with Claude. And it found out that a lot of the signals that I get, if you actually just fade the signal for 6 points, you can win 90% of the time. It's ridiculous and it makes sense because it's a momentum trigger. So it has to have quite a bit of momentum just to get the signal. And because you have similar signals, half the time you enter it backtracks, X number of points or whatever.
Yeah.
And then still can, it can still go in your direction. But so I'm testing that out. That actually did really well today. So that was interesting. But overall, my signals today were not great, and the actual trade didn't pan out. So it could just be one of those things where some days it does pan out one way and some days it goes the other way, and then that's not really helpful at all. But another thing that's kind of being tested.
that'd be an interesting thing to set up. So when you get a signal, it launches a trade opposite the signal for 5 points, 10 points, whatever. And then when it hits that target, it immediately enters a trade going the other direction to the
Yeah.
direction of your signal.
Yeah. Yeah, like you could set the target would just be a reverse.
Yeah.
It'd reverse on the target instead of just closing. Yeah. It'll be interesting.
My only scare on that would be at this point with these prop firms being all hedge happy with hedge
Oh yeah.
violations would be that somehow that reversal would cause a quick half a second blip that makes them think you're hedging.
Exactly. Or, I mean, going for 6 points on NQ can get you flagged as HFT pretty easily just because
True.
the trades only last a few seconds. But yeah, I've had to look into more of the prop firm rules to see which ones kind of allow these types of trading strategies. But there's still a few out there, so it's good.
You get any nuggets today, USC? If you did, I'll run the nugget video. I'll still run the nugget video because I like it.
I want a 10-point NQ nugget trade, please.
Great work, JJR. Having a great weekend. Yeah, but that Teros is hard. That's not hard and expensive.
Yep, a little bit pricier than some of these other ones.
I just missed that short there, but again, that was a nice purple in a non-shaded area. These work, now obviously you get into areas that's problematic, like back here. Oops, trying to drag it on OBS instead of the actual chart. Back here, where we got that one and it stopped out. Then that one worked as long as you weren't going for too much. And this one finally did work. This one worked. That one worked. Guess I'll need to come up with a cool name for it, like Nugget Trade.
The Predator, Predator X, is that what it's called? Something like that. I essentially just coded my own, but I did look at that, and it would help a lot with a lot of other things. But I just run, yeah, I have it automated that when the signal fires, it'll enter a trade, and then I just use ATMs to kind of manage it that way.
You see, I'll take credit for that nugget trade because I ran the video, so it kind of summoned it.
You manifested it.
Teo! Teo! There's a Teo alert.
Hey.
Oh, he's been here earlier. Oops. Did I missed Teo coming in? Oops, I'm sorry, Teo. Do you want one of the Saint Bernard looking for you, Teo? I'll work on that. They're quickly coming back down. We just dropped 100 points in about 10 minutes. Dead Sea 15-minute chart would have gave me the signal on that 162 point candle. And if I had actually taken a trade like that, I would be freaking out right now with this 87 point pullback.
Oh, yeah.
I won't take the blame for that, though, USC. Oh, but look at that. So, wow. And just like that, I would be in profit on that trade.
Wow, there you go.
And just like that, I'll be back there. Wow, we are whipping around. Well, can't say this is a boring march to London close. Nice, MR. I know. I was just joking, USC, because I said I'll take credit for the Nugget trade, but I won't take credit for the. I mean, I won't take blame for the mistrade. Another solid candle up. Oh, this is moving up on this news. Pakistan and Iran explore a path towards new talks with the U.S. in a China-initiated push. And we just broke 500 to the upside. So I know I'm talking about this too much, but on that 15-minute play, I would be up 50 points now. And a lot more.
Plus some.
Order filled. Order filled.
Pop back up. Tries again.
Order filled. Order filled.
Struggling at 500. About 7 minutes till London closes. We're still struggling here. So I think today ended up being our biggest moves of the week in terms of total points down and total points back up and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like 5-minute ATR got a little bigger today too. Just, I don't know, swinging. Next week is the last week of July already. Wow. That sure came up quick.
Yeah. Tomorrow is July 25th, so that's Christmas in July. So Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. gotten a little grindy here. All right, London closes.
It's like that. Nothing too crazy. Looks like we're just hanging out around VWAP. So I'll be looking to see if it goes up or down from here, and then kind of form a bias that way. But I do hope to get some more trades in this afternoon. If you don't have to, though, don't, because it's Friday and you could take the weekend, especially if you're green. So everybody stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back on Monday.
Absolutely. Have a great weekend, guys. See you bright and early Monday morning. Bye.